Imagine waking up one morning, staring at your laptop, and feeling like it's your arch nemesis. The thought of another Zoom meeting or debugging session makes you want to curl up under your desk. If that sounds familiar, you might be experiencing something a lot of us in the tech industry face: burnout. But don't worry, you are not alone, and we are here to talk about how to tackle it head on. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I am Satya, your friendly neighborhood techie, navigating the wild waters of corporate life and technology. And today we are diving into something that's all too real for many of us in the tech industry: burnout. That's right, the feeling when your brain starts to feel like an overcooked potato. In this video, we will dive into the cause of burnout, how to recognize it, and most importantly, how to kick it to the curb with some practical tips. Plus, I will share my own burnout story so you know you are not alone. So, grab a cup of coffee or tea if you are fancy like that, and let's chat about how to avoid turning into a tech zombie. Burnout doesn't just happen because you are working long hours. It's more like death by 1,000 paper cuts. Maybe it's the endless Zoom meetings or that one colleague who always pings you at 11 pm. Or perhaps it's the pressure of constantly learning new tools and frameworks. Remember when JavaScript frameworks were all the rage? Then suddenly there were so many, you couldn't keep up. One day you are learning Angular, the next day it's React, and before you know it, there is Vue.js knocking at your door asking if you have got time to learn something new. At this point, you are probably wishing for a framework that just writes the code for you. And hey, that's called AI, and it's already here to replace us all. The constant need to stay updated, meet tight deadlines, and sometimes deal with less than cooperative teams can really wear you down. Combine that with working long hours and you have got a perfect recipe for burnout. It's like your code compiling error after error. Eventually something's gotta give. Alright, now that we know what's been driving us up the wall, let's talk about what burnout really looks like. So, what exactly is burnout? Imagine this. It's 3 am, your code is breaking, your eyes feel like they're made of sandpapers, and your only companion is that blinking cursor on your screen. We have all been there, right? Burnout is when this becomes your normal state. It's a special kind of exhaustion where your brain decides it's on strike, and no amount of coffee can convince it otherwise. Think of it as your mind is way of saying, nope, not today. It's not just about feeling tired, it's about feeling completely drained, detached, and wondering why you ever thought learning to code was a good idea in the first place. But don't worry, you have got some survival tips coming your way. So, how do you know if you are on the brink of burnout? Here is a quick checklist. Physical exhaustion. Do you wake up feeling like you have been run over by a bus? Even after 8 hours of sleep? Yeah, that's a red flag. Mental fatigue. Your brain feels like it's been put in a blender. Concentration? What's that? Emotional detachment. You are so over it that even your favorite projects feel like a chore. Drop in performance. You start making rookie mistake, like forgetting to save your work. Yeah, it's rookie mistake, but we have all done it. If you are checking off most of these, congratulations. You are a human and you might need a break. Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, not so long ago, I hit the wall of burnout so hard I nearly bounced back to my college days. I was juggling multiple projects, trying to meet impossible deadlines, and even thought starting a new YouTube channel on this side was a great idea. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. I started feeling like I was on a never ending treadmill, running but never getting anywhere. My productivity took a nosedive and I began making mistakes left and right. Even my favorite coffee didn't taste the same anymore. That's when I knew I needed to make some changes. So, how do we tackle burnout? The good news is that there are plenty of strategies that can help you recharge and regain your energy. First up, let's talk about taking breaks. And no, I don't mean just scrolling through your phone for 5 minutes. A real break means stepping away from your screen, stretching, maybe taking a walk, or simply doing something that helps you disconnect from work. Even a short walk around the block can clear your mind and help you return to work with a fresh perspective. Next, set boundaries. If your boss emails you at 10 pm asking for something urgent, just remember, unless it's life or death, it can wait till morning. It's okay to say no, and don't worry, the world won't end if you don't reply within 5 minutes. And of course, do something you love outside of work, whether it's cooking, painting, or even starting a YouTube channel. Just maybe not during peak burnout. Having a hobby can be a great way to recharge. Let's talk about sleep. You know, that thing we could get more of? Believe it or not, sleep is your best friend when it comes to fighting burnout. Your brain needs time to process all that code you have been cramming into it. Skipping sleep is like trying to run your computer without rebooting it. Eventually, things are going to crash. So, ditch all the nighters and get some quality shut-eye. Your brain and your productivity will thank you. Lastly, don't be afraid to reach out for support. Whether it's talking to a friend, a mentor, or even a professional. Sometimes just sharing what you are going through can lift a huge weight off your shoulders. And you might find that others have been through the same thing and survived to tell the tale. Remember, burnout is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you are human, and sometimes even superheroes need a little help. So, to sum it all up, burnout is real and it's not fun. But with a few simple steps, taking breaks, setting boundaries, getting enough sleep, doing what you love, and reaching out for support. And don't be afraid to prioritize your well-being. After all, a well-rested developer is a productive developer. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share with your friends. If you want more tips to navigate the tech jungle without losing your sanity, hit that subscribe button. Stay curious, stay balanced, and remember, your health comes first. See you in the next video.